Hello, I'm back with, Zitid. Zitid? Zero Tid. Again, no idea what's going on anymore. I'm just like, it's like I'm watching a movie and it'll all make sense at the end, I'm assuming, at some point. You think if Kerbo was in a Nonary game, he'd play it fairly or he'd eat the bracelet to become Soparil form. Can you put a bracelet on Kirby? I don't think so. Like, if you try to put it on, it'll just, like, fall off of his nub. Hey, Teckle. Teekle? I'm gonna... I don't remember what to do, do I? Wait, yes I do. Wait, yes I do. Do I still have this password? I do. Vive Hoodie. Vive Hoodie. What route was that for? It was for one of these, right? I think. Hold on, let me look at the flowchart real quick. I'm trying to remember what exactly I need to do here. You know the fucked up part? It almost looks completely filled out, or at least it's close. Wait, are there no... I was gonna say, okay, so there are 2 escape rooms left. At least, that are visible. I'm going to assume there are more? I still don't know how to do that. Was it... No, it was D-Team, right? That needed the double whammy? Whatever you call it, the password, it's like 2 passwords, but 1. Which one is the... It's this one. Very hard to see. Yeah, we don't need to watch this again. Can't wait for it to be wrong. So I'm gonna put that up on the screen. It's not gonna... That doesn't work. Yeah, this isn't right. Yeah, that's... Okay. How about instead I look at a different one and have the menu glitch out again, because it loves doing that for some reason. Just go back to team. I didn't click on back. I clicked on team select game. Excuse me? I'm being stupid. I clicked on the wrong thing. Go back to team select. Is it Q team? Oh god, I hope not. It's this one. They make it hard to see which one it is you need to do. One of these days I'll find out who Delta Man is. Oh, this one's a numbered password. Yeah, no, I don't know this. And if I am supposed to, then I don't. Maybe it's C-Team. Maybe it's none of them, and I can't make progress and I have to look up a walkthrough. That'd be cool. Haven't really had to do that in the series yet for this specifically, like trying to figure out what to do next. This game is so disjointed, I cannot keep track of it. Is that gonna fit? I don't know. No. Oh. That worked. Okay, I didn't actually expect that to work. Alright. Cool. I made progress, I think. What does this do?
What the hell is this?
Didn't really make it clear that there wasn't supposed to be a space.
Hey, look. Something's appearing on the monitor.
To execute the Force Quit program, the central control computer must be booted.
Central control computer?
Wait, did we ever see something like that in here?
If there isn't, then we're out of luck.
What's with Junpei's, like, dumbass smirk?
End, huh? Hey, Carlos, how did you know that password?
I'm not sure.
What?
I
What?
don't know how I knew.
This is just a guess, but... Carlos, did you possibly shift from another timeline?
Wait, shift?
Shift.
We're having this revelation again? Like the 4th time in a row?
Oh, so it was like that then.
Hey, come on. You're the only one to figure it.
Sorry, just could you be quiet for a second? I need to think about something.
He thinking. Don't cut me off. Game. Okay, good. Good boy. I was about to say, if it fucking cuts me back to the menu again, I swear to God.
You've been sitting here for an hour, Carlos. Could you maybe share what you've been thinking about?
Do you want to know?
The Funyarimpa.
I was thinking about you, Akane.
What? Me?
You're, well, to be blunt, really hot.
What?
Huh?
We may never manage to make our way out of this shelter.
Excuse me?
You know what that means, right?
What?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
What the hell are you getting at, you asshole?
Oh, look. A Neanderthal is trying to block my way.
What? Wait, what the hell?
This is evil, Carlos? What's
Carlos!
happening?
No! Please stop this!
Shut the fuck up!
You bastard!
Once again, I do not like the energy we have created in the studio today. So this is how we're starting the stream. All right.
What the? Hey! Wait up! What the hell are you doing, Carlos?
I suppose I couldn't control myself.
You asshole!
What? Is that all you got?
What did you say?
That's the extent of your feelings for Akane? Huh?
Damn you!
Is he doing this to try to get information, or is he, like, compromised?
That was a good one. Oh, I can tell you're finally getting fired up.
Look at this Star Trek TOS fight.
Shut the fuck up! You fucking asshole!
Can you put on a lizard suit, Carlos? What the fuck? What's happening? Oh, they just sorted out their differences.
Carlos, are you all right?
Yeah, that was nothing.
What?
Anyway. Hey, man. What do you say to a drink?
What?
To clean the slate between us. Come on.
What?
This one will work fine. Ah, damn it. I blame you for this, Junpei.
Yeah, fuck off,
My hands
Junpei.
are all shaky after your brutal punches. Sorry, but could you guys help me clean this up?
What the hell?
Feels like I'm in a B movie right now. What's happening?
Thanks, guys.
Sure.
Guys, it's almost time.
You're right.
Now it is time for you to sleep. When next you wake, know you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
That was very informative. And by that, I mean, what just happened? What was any of that? Okay. No, that gave me plenty of information. What? Where even on the timeline did that happen? I don't know. Okay. All right. Yeah, fine. Whatever you say, game. Now I don't know what to do next. What? What? Alright, let me just, like, individually go through every single thing that I can, and, I'll see if I can... No, that's... Already did that. The fucking credits play. That's the end of the game. I have no clue what to do next. Okay, this is a problem. Yeah, this is a problem. I don't recall seeing passwords anywhere else for any of these other boxes. Unless doing that unlocked another thing in another route. Which I highly doubt. Wait. That's the Force Quit box. I don't have that password. Locked! That's the beginning of the game. And also the ending, coincidentally enough. That's... nothing. It'd be great if it had nothing to do with Q-Team. Yeah, I don't... There's this? Am I supposed to know that kid's name now? Because I don't. Let's type in the word Delta and see what happens. Wait, maybe that's what I need to do. What's this? Force Quit box. You know what? I'm trying it. Like, I'm gonna give it a little shot here. I don't think it's gonna work, but I will give it a go. That actually worked. That wasn't supposed to work. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. That's a good thing. What?
I'm really sorry.
Would you shoot me? Damn, I was Delta the whole time? What just happened?
Sean, you...
What?
Out of all your choices, you kill him?
Wait, you...
Addendum Forska.
Is that his name?
This is yet
What?
another destiny.
What was that? Was I supposed to do that later, or... Perceptive end? That was an ending. Oh, okay. So the kid's name is Sean... How do they know that? How do... What? What? Okay, that was an ending. Wait a minute, don't... Okay, so I know his name now? How... No, what happens if I type his name in? Q is Phi's age, and he's just a micro-manolith. I didn't, like, actually expect that to work. So, wait a minute. What does this do? Error. Input Q. I did. Is that not him? Xion. Okay, well, that's not correct. Okay. Okay. You got that ending, huh? I guess. I thought that was gonna lead into something else. Now what do I do? Is there anything else to do? There's the Force Quit box that I don't have the password for. At least I don't think I do. No, I don't. Q-Team needs numbers. And there are 2 passwords for that one. Did that open up anything? Hold on, look at the global flowchart. Global. No. Okay. What do I do now? Done. 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 Did I just, like, miss the password somehow? Whose fucking idea was it to put in 3 separate flowcharts? Well, 3 types. It's very confusing. Nothing new has opened up. And I don't even know, like, what this was for. Why are there 3 things on Q-Team that are locked? Was there anything in Q-Team that I missed? There's this, the Force Quit box. They want numbers. That doesn't... I can't do anything. That's the dog. I did that. So Sean... I'm sorry, Delta is 0? Why was he, like, in the room with them? How does that work? Or is on my Delta? What's happening? Apparently you know the D-Box password. I do? Wait, I just quit by accident. Wait. How do I know the D-Box password? D-Box. Because the Vive Hodium or whatever was the C-Team password.
Wait.
Maybe I spelled brooch wrong. It was the wrong spelling of brooch. I had to think about it. I'm like, wait a minute, there are 2 spellings of brooch. Fuck off, game. It should have accepted both of them. They're both technically correct. Screw off.
Diana?
Oh shit. No, I didn't forget the space in music box. I spelled brooch as B-R-O-A instead of B-R-O-O. It was the wrong spelling or whatever.
What's gotten into you? Fi. Oh, Fi.
Sorry, mommy, but like literally? And they remember.
No. Diana, you're...
Man, this is weird. This is weird.
Sigma.
You don't have to say anything. This is enough for now.
I just find a way to keep making it weirder every single time there's a new revel. That's it? That's all I get? Okay. They just find a way to keep making it weirder, because, like, first Sigma was an old pervert man in VLR, and now apparently he's fucking... Vice is fuck... yeah, alright. Now what? It's just, like... You know. What a fun, happy family. Alright, so that was this one. This is Q-Teams. Where... I'm assuming that's Q-Teams. Where the fuck do I get Q-Teams? There are 2 more escape rooms that I haven't done yet. What was this one? Get back. Okay, that one was a while ago. I remember that line. Alright, family, who wants to eat dog food? So, what? Now I need Q-Team's password. It's numerical. I was gonna say I started the stream really tired, but, like, I just had the equivalent of, like, a fucking, like, bomb thrown at my face, so I guess I'm awake now. Q-Team's numerical password. Q-Team's numerical password. And obviously, whatever the hell happens in Q-Team is gonna be important, so... Where's the twist that Diana is actually Phi's daughter from 2069, sent back in time to have a kid with Sigma? Stop. Stop. I wouldn't, like, be surprised at that point. No. Here it is. Sigma is actually half alien. That's gonna be the reveal. We have alien DNA in our blood, and that's how we can access the morphogenetic field so well. It's gonna be something stupid, I'm assuming. What do I do now? I need Q-Team's password. I'm racking my brain. How many digits was it? Have you gotten the Q2 ending? No, I don't think so. I don't know what ending that is. How many digits is this? It's 8? You get that thing off the screen. It's 8. 8 digits. Is it the date from earlier? What's the, what was the date from earlier? Fuck, I don't remember. The date that was on the door. $11/16? Yeah, the Twins B-Day. What was the year? Was it 2038? Was it 2038 or 2039? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, it'd be 11/6. Wait, that doesn't... It'd be 2039, because it happened, like... Yeah, right? No. Yeah, that's not right. Was that wrong? I'm assuming that was wrong.
What was it?
Yeah, that seems wrong to me.
Come on.
Q2 ending. What ending are you talking about? Perceptive end. Hope of 2. Which is somehow the best ending still. Circle of Fate. Apocalypse. 2 endings back to back. What was it, this one? No. All teams survived. Do I need to go back and, like, make different decisions and replay segments? Is that what I need to do here? Because I'm at a dead end here. 4-digit number. I said 4-digit, that double, 8-digit. How come Q is the only team that dies? They're not the only team that dies. Plenty of other teams have died. Don't you remember the shower scenes? Those really fun shower scenes. Did that. That's the kill button. In the first decision? Are they the only ones that die in the first vote? Is that like a quirk of the like, I'm confused. Do I need to go back and, like, redo more? Wait. Why is this glowing? I just noticed that has an outline on it. Why? That hasn't shown up before. This is all the same. Why was there an outline?
Time to choose.
This does... this is the same. No? Was that a fluke? Is it because of, like... Why is there an outline? Nothing else has that. What? Get back. Why is this locked? That's locked. That's locked. This makes sense, because that's the Q team route. And I don't know what that is. There are 4 locked things. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's... One of these isn't like the other. Why? Man, I might have to look it up. I'm confused. I'm looking it up. I don't know. Like, I just want to see where to find the answer, I guess. I don't know what to do next. Force quit Q box. Oh, there we go. I think you have to kill off all the other teams in the vote. I did do that. Even though you pick up every combination in the execution vote, it didn't show me all the executions. I redid them again, and it showed the new scenes. What? Why? Okay, so it's the game being weird. Because I chose all of I made all the choices. Alright, let's redo them again, see if we get anything new, I guess. I'm hoping this is what I need to do. So if anything new happens, then maybe, I don't know. Alright, so global flow. Actually, let me check. You really hate Q Team? I mean, I kind of do. That's not in dispute. Okay, so let me... So do I need to... Hold on a minute. Did that change anything? No. Then I'll vote the other team. Soft lock moment. If this is actually what I have to do, this feels like a bug almost. Because I did this earlier.
Just help you.
Oh! Yes! Oh, wait.
Diana?
Oh, this is new.
Diana!
Yeah, this is... Why didn't it show me this earlier?
Fi. Where are we? I think it's the healing room.
Hey! Open this door!
What is this color? No idea. Zero must have put them on us, but...
Okay, I need to say this. These look like the... You know when you go to a restaurant, or I don't know if they still do this anymore, they used to. They would, like, hand you these, like, plastic coaster-looking things that would light up to tell you when you're ready to be seated. That's what those look like.
Let's take them off. We can't.
I guess people just use their phones
no
for that
hole
now.
for a
I don't know.
key.
I don't really go to restaurants anymore.
There must be a way.
And now for the voting results.
IDK, I don't eat food.
The team who received 2 votes is you, D-Team.
I've never heard of that. I guess they don't do it anymore.
D-Team will be executed.
There's like these weird little plastic light-up discs.
Why? What's Q Team thinking?
They still use them? Oh.
If they were going to choose us, then there was no point in sending Gab.
That's true, but...
There has to be a trick to this game. Something nonsensical. Illogical, maybe.
You're trying hard. Who was it who decided to kill all of you?
That'd be me.
They are the true culprit.
Would you stop talking nonsense?
Zero! You won't get away with this! I swear I'll...
Sigma, let's jump.
What?
May you rest in peace. Latita acta est fabula.
Fabula. Paint the town red, baby. Damn. Sorry, I'm probably not supposed to be laughing. Okay, so apparently it's supposed to light up the... Why didn't it light these up? I most assuredly chose every single thing. You can see them in the middle here. Both choices are lit up, so why did I not get these scenes? So, wait, this is... D-team execute. So this is C-team that needs to be executed, so... Okay, that needs to be Q-team? No, D-team needs to... Who makes the vote to execute them? I don't know. I guess I have to do all of them. Hey, Tommy. There's a popular burger joint near here that has a stack of them, though there's this poor guy stuck sanitizing them one after another. Ew. What's your job? I get to spray everything with disinfectant. Okay, so let me just go through and do everything again, because I don't know. It didn't, like, register it. I'm confused.
What?
Need to make Q-team survive somehow. I don't know if this vote affects it, but I'm hoping it does, so that I can get this over with. Okay, yeah, this is new. Again. What?
Hey, Akane! Akane!
I like how Carlos's shirt is, like, clipping through the bomb. Neck exploder, whatever you call that.
Hey, what the hell is this?
It's no use. It won't come off.
And now for the voting results. The team who received 2 votes is you, C-Team. As such, according to the rules, C-Team will be executed.
Screw this!
How could this happen?
It's Diana! That bitch betrayed us!
All is necessary for fate. Give it up.
Damn it! Damn it! There's no way I'm dying here!
Maybe the problem is that,
Please!
like, I had to vote both times with Diana first and then go back and do it again after, like, experience. I don't know. I don't speak Italian. Now give me my pizza sauce. Great toppings. Zero's Pizza Joint. I happen to watch all your Zero Escape playthrough and lurk. I ain't gonna spoil stuff, but if you want an explanation about unlocking the deaths since you figured them out by now. I think I understand. I think... Let me see if I can, like, quantify... Okay, yeah, those are all lit up now. So, like, what I did was I went through them in order. Like, I did C-Team, and then I did Q-Team, and then I did D-Team, I think. And, like, the only one I voted both in, I think, first was D-Team. And I don't think I was supposed to do that, and as a result, I needed to go back and, like, do them again? But I did do that. I went back and... I only did one of them. Maybe I needed to get both and then, like, make the other vote again. I'm confused. I'm trying to, like, rationalize it in my head now, and it's not making any sense. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, that's what I want to see. That's Zero. A set of these are, like, $350. What are these? Are these the weird, like, black coasters you were talking about? Yeah, it's these things. Although I've never seen ones that look like this, but I've seen, you know, that they all have different looks. I don't know what they're called. Like, just, like, alert discs. Yeah, apparently restaurants do still use these. Again, I don't really go to restaurants anymore. At least not during busy hours. So that looks like an escape room, and... Hey, look at that. Eric's got the shotgun pointed at, Sean is his name, apparently? I don't know how they learned that. Do this. I think this is an escape room. No, it isn't. Is it? Why are there, like, double decisions? Reality.
Huh?
I feel
Why
like
am
Q.
the only one here?
Q should have a YouTube channel.
Hey,
Sean Gaming. Sean
Mira?
Chiplock?
Eric?
Yeah, he looks like someone that play Minecraft.
The current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. Q-Team, Eric,
Good. Nice.
Diana, Vi, Sigma. These 7 are now deceased.
I mean, oh no.
No!
Wait, Mira escaped? Oh.
The X-Door has been opened.
Wait, when does this
and
happen?
subsequently closed.
When did she escape?
The successful escapee is Mira.
No. No. That's a lie.
The decision
Oh, wait.
has
Sorry, interruption. I want to see their icons as they're dead. It's always fun to look at this. Anyway. Junpei's eyes are stitched shut.
now been concluded. Thank you for participating.
Hey, Sean, do you play unmodded Terraria?
What is- Why are 7 people...
I don't remember this timeline at all. Let's... Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, now I remember it. I mean, I remember that part. I remember. I remember.
What was all that? Why did I see C-Team and D-Team? And anyway, why am I even alive right now? I remember being stabbed by a scalpel.
Do you truly wish to know?
0.
I suggest you come to the quantum computer now. Everything will be explained there.
Quantum computer dome?
But first, we need to talk about parallel universes. Man, imagine how many FPS the Mario 64 PC port will get on that thing.
You...
You detest me, I suppose? You are welcome to kill me now if you wish. It should
That-
be easy if you put your mind to it.
That sounds hilarious. Please try.
I want to know the truth.
Very well.
Right. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling there was more than one of him. But why is that one different?
What is this?
Your spare bodies.
My spare...
They were prepared in order to support me and my plan. They function mainly as physical labor, plus other additional deeds.
No. Then...
Little Q drones.
then I'm...
Precisely. You are not human.
What?
The consciousness that is you does not reside in that body.
No way.
Your thought center is there, within the quantum computer. You think, sense, and make decisions in there. You then output the results into commands that are transmitted to your body. And it then moves according to those commands.
So that's why I didn't die back then.
Indeed.
Then me not having any memories.
Clearly you wouldn't, as you've just come into existence.
Only just now. Well, then... what's this?
This?
I know there's something here. It's warm, and it feels like it has a presence.
I can only assume it's a remnant of the boy you were modeled off of. He struggled with an incurable disease and lost his life at the age of 10.
Who was he?
He was called Sean, the same name as you.
But that's not who I am, is it?
Correct. He was simply used as the model to create your personality.
Oh. Okay. I see. Then I'm just a program. My consciousness isn't inside this body.
What does that matter? Have you considered humans may be the same?
Oh boy, here we go.
Not all humans retain their consciousness.
Have you heard of wireless monitors?
Perhaps they exist in an alternate dimension, and they may be thinking from there. They'd then send out their results via relays to their brain. If this is true, then no contradictions exist within cerebrum physiology. If the relay breaks, then your body is unable to recognize commands or function properly. Both are actual phenomena that occur. If nothing else, we're unable to prove that this theory is not correct.
Can I ask you something? Why did you give me a personality? If you wanted an assistant, wouldn't a simple robot following commands be enough?
I wanted to see the world as you did. The world of that boy, Sean.
What? What do you mean?
There will be no more.
Hey, wait!
We'll speak later. Right now, I have something that I need you to do. Play the game. The decision game.
What?
Why? The game's already over.
That is in regards to the others. You are an exception.
What?
I shall explain the rules. You can see a button right here. Your choices should be obvious. Press it, or refuse to do so.
And if I push it?
That computer there retains all of the data that makes you uniquely you. Memory, personality, how you think and sense. All of the algorithms that determine your actions are stored inside. If you choose to press the button, all of the data will be duplicated and transferred to a virtual space. It is there that a copy of you will continue to live indefinitely. That world is created to be essentially an exact match to reality. There is no way you'll realize it is false. The copy of you that is inserted within the space will live a happy life. However, that is strictly within the world of simulation. In the real world, your original self will still be required to stay and exist. The original and copy have no differences. The data is exactly the same. It will be duplicated without any discrepancies. Essentially, the moment you press the button, your existence splits in two.
Just like the alien time-space machine.
The virtual space, while the other remains.
It's almost like there's a theme or something.
Then what happens if I don't want to push it?
All data pertaining to you will be deleted without a trace. There are no backups. It will be impossible to recover your data. Refusing to press the button then means your existence will be erased, and you will receive a complete death.
A complete death?
But why, though?
Your fate is narrowed to 3 possibilities. Press the button and move to virtual space. Press the button and stay in the real world. Refuse to press it and welcome complete death. You only get 2 options, however. To press this button or to refuse. What will you decide? You have 10 seconds. 10 seconds, and your future will be forever altered.
Yeah, I'm still, like, lost as to why Zero is even making us play this Nonary game, because it seems to be the instigation of everything that happened up until this point. Like, the entirety of VLR happened because of this. So, I'm not pressing it. Not yet. Like, everything bad that has happened seems to be because of this Zero, so why?
So, that is your decision then.
It's fine. I just want you to end it.
Man, I still don't have the code for his helmet thing.
Then, farewell.
But I'm starting to think that he doesn't even, like, actually have a head. Sentry down. All right, good ending. Had to do it, so it's fine. All right, let me do that again. So are these not escape rooms? Are there no more escape rooms left to do then? Because I thought maybe this is one over here. No, maybe not. I don't know. Because that has the thing beforehand. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe the escape rooms are over. Not that I really want them to be. There's got to be, like, at least one more. Hell, there could be a lot more. This is the part where half of the game unlocks, and now it suddenly shows double the chart again. So I'm gonna have to press this button twice. Maybe even more. Well, 2 more times. The mental gymnastics make their own escape room. The true escape room is I can't leave this stream until I figure out what the fuck is going on.
Beginning transfer of program. Sean 729 to virtual space.
There's over 700 of these dudes. There's over 700 Seans? 700. That's it? What? I don't get the answer. Oh, I guess I get to choose. That's weird. Wait, it's actually letting me choose? Don't play this song. I don't like this song. It makes me think of Eric. I don't want to think of Eric.
Huh?
Oh my god. Sean, you're awake.
Where am I? What am?
Your surgery was a success.
Better than 700
Your illness is
Dios.
completely gone now.
Mom?
That's true.
I'm so proud of you, Sean.
Dad?
What's the matter?
You look a little out of it. You alright?
Oh. I think I must have had a really bad dream.
Anyway, what do you want to eat when you get out?
Yeah, we gotta start planning where you want to visit, too.
Why did he sound like Eric there?
Okay.
If it cuts to his fucking parents and they're Eric and Mia, I'm gonna scream.
Congrats on getting released, son.
Thanks.
Food's ready. Make sure to eat up. I made sure to make all of your favorites today.
Wow, your meat pie. And mashed potatoes,
Meat pie.
peanut butter, and celery sticks. Yay!
Hey now, don't think that's it.
Oh my gosh! The game system I always wanted!
The Game Sphere?
And all the books I've ever wanted to read!
You fought really hard against your illness, so you deserve a reward.
Dad, Mom, thank you so much.
Get it? Because his head is spherical?
I've overcome my illness.
Oh.
And I'm going to school now. I have a whole bunch of friends, and I can read all the books I want at the library. I need to study super hard to catch up on all the stuff I missed while I was in the hospital. Dad and Mom, they tell me they love me all the time, and every day is fun. I gotta be the world's happiest kid.
It slowly pans out, and the fucking arc from Soma is just drifting away from the planet. Oh, I miss Soma. Happy end. Yay. Doesn't show up on the ending chart, which confuses me slightly, but whatever. Anyway. Bad ending time. Well, maybe not the worst ending. This one might actually give me information that I need.
Zero? Why is it that I'm still on this side?
He's gonna talk about the coin toss
In
now.
that virtual space? Well, an identical version of me is living out a great, happy life. Why am I here?
I have an old story to tell you. A senior citizen and a boy with an incurable disease met at a hospital. The child was always reading books significantly above his level. The majority of his young life was spent confined to a hospital bed, so books were his only friends. The boy had a special ability. He was extraordinarily gifted. His ability was highly regarded by his elder. So, in exchange for new books every day, the boy would share his academic knowledge. The boy was told that when his disease was cured, he was welcome to a job. However, life was unfair. The path to the child's future closed after a variety of coincidences piled up. The boy just laughed. He never laid blame. He simply, quietly accepted his fate. He did not despair. Giving up on his life did not mean he gave up on his dreams. Before he died, he shared them with his old friend. And that dream is finally...
What are you talking about?
the universe. This quantum computer contains all of the infinite number of realities within space.
What?
Let's suppose there's someone, somewhere, who can fully operate that program. Perhaps he'll find that he can traverse the universe.
What? Traverse the universe?
6140.
Mine. Give me... No, you're not gonna let you fucking finish saying that. Nope. You go over here. There we go.
4091.
Oh, what are you saying?
It's easy, Q. All you have to do is become, like, get into transhumanism, upload your consciousness to a computer, go into outer space, travel thousands of light years, and then you can live out Mass Effect.
Be sure you remember that number. A time will come when it will be handy.
Did you know it's a quantum computer? That means it has infinite possibilities, infinite wisdom, infinite... Everything was a simulation. Does he, like, actually have a head under this thing?
No. No.
Wait, where's his voice coming out of? Just like the hole in his neck? Okay. Yeah, so he doesn't have a head. That's... Alright. I guess that makes sense. Again, I've been suspicious of him being a robot, like, for a while now, so... Do I have access to the true ending? Like, is that what's going on? Like, if I put this in, should I not do that yet? I'm gonna not do this yet. Actually, wait, it doesn't matter, because it's not gonna lead into the next thing, right? I'm gonna do it. Watch the ADHD in action as I completely stumble over my own decisions. Come on, don't you want to keep your head on Q? This is 6140. It's 4091. Okay, that was wrong. Good to know. So, wasn't there another route where I could put in a password for Q's head? Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna go do this now. Why do you always have to be pointing a gun at people, Eric? Why don't you fuck off? Actually, it doesn't matter. Q's not real. Mira's a fucking serial killer. Who cares? Oh, it's this... And, okay. He shot Carlos. I forgot about this part. Sigma's like, ah, jeez.
Why? Why?
Shut up! He was trying to make me look the fool. He probably figured I wouldn't shoot. Looks like he figured wrong.
No! No!
Hey, cut that out, Eric. No. I won't stop. Not until you're all dead.
Why?
Didn't I say already? Because one of us is the one who killed Mira.
So did he shoot Carlos a second time for no reason?
It's you, isn't it?
I told you, it's not
You're gonna have to prove it.
proof. I don't have any.
Then I'm killing you.
Wait! Please wait!
Why did you shoot Carlos a couple more times, Eric? Maybe like 4 more times? 6, maybe. Try 6.
Maybe.
You gotta make sure he's dead. You really gotta make sure he's dead, Eric. Just shoot him like 6 more times.
Maybe what?
Maybe if I take this helmet off, I think you'll understand then.
No, that's gonna make it worse.
So, your face will prove your innocence? Huh. Fine. Take it off.
The number for this is...
Oh, I guess
I think it's...
I guess I actually need to remember this number. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna make it a lot worse. Technically speaking, Sean can't die. Oh, he's already dead. This is different. He's a robot. Is the 6140... the 4091... I'm gonna have to do that incorrectly in a minute here as well, so I can get the other path too. Oh boy.
What? Are you serious?
It can't be.
No. Yeah. I'm not human.
God, that looks so weird.
That makes you even more suspicious.
No, it's because I'm not human that I can't be.
What do you mean?
My blood, it's white, not red.
I was designed to protect
So
the
what?
xenomorph.
Remember how Mira had some skin and blood under her nails? Wait, well, I guess you wouldn't because of the memory loss, but
No, you're right. When I tried to revive Mira, I took a look at her.
then you realized, I think the skin and blood is that of the killer. Before Mira died, I think she did her best to resist.
I see. I suppose you're right then. You didn't kill her. But no. It doesn't change the fact that you existing is suspicious. I mean, come on. Why is a robot here?
Well, because Zero brought me in.
What the?
Zero created me so I could support him in this game.
I knew it!
Wait, Eric!
Out of my way! I'm gonna kill him!
Please, just calm down, Eric.
Shut up!
If what he said is true, then he would be able to tell us who Zero is.
Why don't you try shooting him in the head, Eric? Maybe that would work.
Do you know?
You do?
Fine. If you know, then tell me right now who the real Zero is. What's the name of the bastard who locked us up and forced us to take part in this messed up game?
Zero's.
I'm probably supposed to be getting
name
this wrong,
is-
but I think it's kind of obvious already, so... Especially after that other ending I got.
Zero. The real Zero is. You, Delta.
Me? Why are they like...
Delta?
I've heard that name before.
Are they looking at the dog?
Yeah, me too.
Don't tell me they're looking at the dog.
Oh, yeah. You guys wouldn't know. Because you transported into this history.
What?
Oh, would you stop yapping, Sean? This old man's name is Q.
What?
That's right.
What?
That's what he was called at DCOM.
Yeah, I called him that. And Mira. She always called this man Q, too.
Then...
What? I'm sorry. Has there just been a character that hasn't been shown once? Like the whole time he's just been there and they've ignored him? No. Wait, what? okay? Why is he old?
He stood. This guy totally stood.
You're completely correct, Sean. My real name is Delta.
He spoke.
I thought you were supposed to be deaf. Okay, and here we are. All of you will be.
Was there like any hints to this?
In the decom facility.
Not like who he is, but like
Old
the
man,
fact that he was even
wheelchair,
present.
Uh-huh. His name is Q. It should be obvious, but he can't walk. What's more, he can't see or hear either.
He can't.
There's a lot of foreshadowing.
Nope.
Really?
Then why?
I mean, like, I know Carlos knew about him,
Strangers
but
living together on Mars for an extended period of time? What kind of problems would that bring? How would the subjects figure out solutions to the resulting troublesome situations? According to the DCOM staff, that's what the experiment was trying to determine.
that's Rufus's voice. I knew I knew that. I was like, that sounds familiar, but I was trying to like process it in my head.
Difficult position on purpose to observe how we'd get out.
So, you're saying it.
That's a sick, like,
all a
wheelchair
lie.
thing.
And your eyes.
What? Purple?
This is...
There are a large variety of security cameras in place throughout the shelter. A feed of all the footage is fed in, and they all appear there.
So, you used that to spy on us the whole time.
Nobody was suspicious of him?
Yes, I did. However, it is limited to those histories where I am alive.
Alive?
histories?
There's like 90 plus indirect hints like shadows in random scenes. What? Or the scream of the fourth person during the yellow execution. I didn't even notice
Take
that.
off his clothes.
What?
Huh?
Just hurry and do it!
There is no need. This is what you wanted to see, correct?
You bastard!
Hold on, don't do it, Eric!
If you shoot, we won't be able to ask him anything.
So, was it you who killed Junpei too?
No. Mira was the one who did that.
What?
She was, in a sense, a collaborator. She was a necessary element of my plan. But it wasn't that I gave her a specific set of orders. I simply let her roam free and do as she pleased. Oh, I did exempt her from the drug injections.
Then why? Why'd you kill Mira?
She's a serial killer. The Heart Ripper. Many innocent people lost their lives because of what she's done. I only gave her due punishment.
What are you talking about? Stop bullshitting me!
It's the truth. In another history, you and Diana and Sigma were all murdered by her.
Shut up! You're just making shit up! I will never believe you! There's no way my angelic Mira would ever...
Poor ice cream man.
No, Eric! Don't shoot! We haven't asked him everything yet.
Shut up! I don't care! The X door will never open again!
It'll open. Of course it will.
So, should we ask him how?
Right. The old man. Delta.
Son? Sigma, my father. Just gonna leave that off of your head, alright?
I see. I get it now.
Oh, it is your head, you don't have
We
it.
need this boy. I mean, Sean.
Yeah.
He needs to get direct access to the central control computer.
What, is he gonna,
that
like,
right?
plug his head in? Or his neck?
What? To connect to it directly, I need to extend a cable from my neck and plug it into the console jack that's inside. But, well,
It looks like the cover is shut.
yeah. We would need to open this first.
What's the code?
Code?
Don't play dumb.
Why are his eyes
code
like
to open the
demon
damn
purple
cover.
eyes?
It's 38080.
Gimme. Mine, go over here.
0832.
Purple eyes are the rarest ones. Are they real? Like, that's
Now
a
we
thing
just
that
need to
exists?
extend the
Why are
cord
his
and
scleras black?
Okay. It's ready. Just wait a sec. I'll open the X.
Oh, okay. Well, too late now. What happened?
Why?
Oh, I thought the reactor exploded or something.
No!
Oh.
My hand just...
Hey, Eric, you...
I have no more use for this history. There's only one thing left to do.
What?
No! Wait! Don't...
He's controlling him? Oh, so they weren't, like, bullshitting about... I thought it was just because I was being an asshole in the game for, like, pressing the buttons in the other realities. No, he was controlling them? Oh, damn. You killed your dad, dude.
Mom.
This game is so fucking weird, man. This game is so weird. Oh, God. Okay, alright. I guess it's like, alright, I have given you the password, it's time to perish. No, I'm good, I don't need to watch these. In this timeline, he has Ishmelga and not El Prado. I forgot the name of it. End 2, QN2. Okay, so that's the QN you were talking about. What? He just says mom, and it's over. What a good ending. Alright, I guess no, what was the, is this, right? Yeah, alright. I still have, yeah, I'm assuming what happened is, like, because the reason he's so old is because he's lived since, like, the 1900s or whatever the hell. But, like, I'm assuming Phi got sent into the future for some reason. Why? Why is he doing this? I don't know. Why did he employ Mira? Why is he able to telekinetically control people? I don't know. It's a 3808. Is it a 0832? All I needed was that one little piece, and I'm just, like, knocking him out.
Ah, it opened!
Now all we have to do is insert the plug here.
So where is this plug?
I think if we input the right numbers here.
Is it actually gonna make me do it?
Wait. What do numbers for your head have anything to do with the plug for this?
I should just do it. You might get it then.
Stop avoiding the question!
Do you even know what should go there?
The numbers are,
Oh, it's actually gonna make me do it. That's fine. Hurry up! Is 6140, is it 6140, 4091. At this point, I'm starting to memorize it. Why is it, like, pressurized, though? What's the purpose of that?
Are you kidding me? You're... Ah!
So is Eric also a robot? Is that what's happening? Don't cut me off. Good.
Eric, it's been an hour. Would you just get used to it already?
How can I? I mean, it's a robot. For real? Could you maybe
If
do
only there
something
were
about
password
it?
codes that were given 999 and VLR that you had to memorize for this game. That's a gnarly noise. I like that.
Is this better?
Yeah. Now the shape brings out your eyes.
So this doesn't freak you out or anything at all?
I could say the same to you.
Well, not much phases me. I'm just not that type. You could have been a Martian for all I care.
Yeah, I was surprised when I first found out. I thought my heart was in my throat.
You don't have a heart.
Hey, hold on. Did you say when you first found out?
I meant it happened to me before. In the past. In another history.
Another?
I remembered everything when I saw what I looked like earlier. You see, my brain isn't located in this head. My thought center is there, inside the quantum computer. That is where I think, perceive, and send command signals to this body. For example, when I raise my hand like this, it's simply receiving a command. Just like a remote-controlled toy. Did you know? A quantum state is one where all possibilities overlap and coexist. This quantum computer, then, is able to use this state and run, say, simulations A, B, and C simultaneously. Basically, my brain is an infinite number of worlds and possibilities. So I can use that framework and, well, jump between other histories.
Oh, there's no way
that I could do that. But it's possible that you two might be undergoing the same thing. There's a theory.
Yo, how fast do you think
Human
Mira can type?
consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain. It's called quantum mind. It's more or less suggesting a human brain is a form of quantum computer. If a specific set of conditions are met, then you too can
jump to other histories?
This sounds like crazy talk.
You don't believe me?
Of course not.
Oh, I don't blame you. I guess I should explain everything then.
First of all, Mira's a serial killer.
Start at the beginning.
And she's been working with Zero the whole
Before I
time.
begin, I need to do one little thing.
Just let it fall on the ground like that.
What did you just do?
Just a little something.
Yeah, you know, I do that every other Tuesday. God, Eric, get over it. It's not that weird.
Nothing changed. Huh.
That we can see. But it looks like the message changed.
Yes, I started up the system earlier.
It says force quit program on standby. To initiate, 2 key items must be set. What does that even mean?
Wait, it seems like there's something else.
The key items are...
A mother's mementos?
I wonder what those
I
could
physically need them.
So, this is saying we need to find them?
be. Does that mean they're hidden around here somewhere?
Even if that's true, I don't think we have the time.
Damn. Guess our time's up.
Now it is time for you to sleep. When next you wake, know you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
The helmet falls on the ground and it like cracks open. He's like, ah, fuck. Alright, that one's done. I need to complete the other one too. Oh, there's a new thing. Wait, do I? Oh, wait, what did I need to complete? I needed to do something else, wait. Yeah, these. If you check the status after they're born, Phi and Q are alive. Didn't I check it?
Maybe.
And I was like confused. I'm pretty sure I did check that and I was like confused as to why that was like that. Now I understand.
Crap! I don't know!
Not bye, Q.
You bastard! You're fucking with me, aren't you?
You think someone would like at least try to take the gun from him though? Like if he's just gonna keep shooting people, at least give it a go.
Oh, God.
Or you could just stand there, that works too. Yep, good job, Sigma. You gotta type Gab on the next one? Wait, in what? I tried typing Gab into the whole who killed Mira thing. I was adamant about it too. I was pretty sure that's who killed Mira. That was kind of close. He was chained to his wheelchair or something. Is this the ending? Why is... No, can we like... get rid of her though? Maybe make it so she doesn't survive? What fragment was it? Was it this one? It was this one. You are Zero. Zero's name? I'm gonna try that, actually, yeah. I forgot what I needed to do here. I'm gonna type in a lot of random shit. Gab? That's an option. Wait, that's an option?
What the hell? Are you screwing with me?
Oh, it's like the other one where he's also pointing a gun at you.
That's not funny.
It's kind of funny. Totally worth it. Hey, maybe while he's maniacally laughing, you could take the gun away from him? No?
Oh, screw it. I'll just kill all of you.
Or not, yeah, works too. Man, what a great character. I love Eric so much. I'm fine. Oh, man, Eric's just great. He's great. Love him.
I'm coming to you, Mira.
Yep. Who's the third shot for? I wonder who it could be. Wow, there's a stain of blood on the ground off to the right. I wonder whose blood that is. I legitimately thought he was going to try to kill the dog, though. He didn't. I like how that gives me what I need, though. Am I done? I thought that I would at least get one more escape room. Is it like, am I beating the game tonight? I don't think so. That doesn't seem right. Oh, wait, they all have access. Wait a minute. Do I have to go through this scenario multiple times? Well, fuck you, Q Team. I'm going to do it from D Team. Gab picks up the shotgun. Puts on the Zero mask. Sigma, don't you know those things are actually worth money now? Don't throw CRTs. Come on, gamers need those.
I knew it. Looks like the memories we regained are true after all.
Why is he killing the deaf, blind, disabled guy? Because he's Eric?
The 3 wards were all in the same place. Then...
Didn't like his sunglasses. It's okay, I like his Daredevil sunglasses.
Carlos!
Akane.
Can I get an explanation as to why Carlos randomly turned into like
Mira,
a jackass, though?
Eric.
Was that Zero controlling him?
Sean, right?
Carlos, what happened?
Proof of friendship.
Anyway, what are you guys doing here?
According to the schedule, C-Team and Q-Team should both still be asleep.
We took a page out of your book and did what you did. We used the cards to keep the bracelet needle from injecting us.
So, does that mean?
Yeah. I remember everything.
I do too.
Junpei and I as well.
Over the past few hours, we got back the memories we forgot.
Well, to be more accurate, it's more like we accessed the morphogenetic field and downloaded all of them.
Yeah.
Then
Yep.
you have the other history's memories too?
Yes.
Then you're like us.
But why?
Hold up. Eric and I are different.
Yeah. We didn't gain memories from other histories.
Then neither of you got injected?
No, we're the same as Carlos and the others.
Well, Mira's not, but, you know.
I told them. Maybe I'll start from the beginning? First, so I could run the program in the Force Quit box, I accessed the central control computer. Then, I briefly turned off the communication network. That way, I stopped the surveillance cameras from sending any data to Zero. I didn't want Zero to catch on to what we were doing.
And that's when Sean let us in on the truth of what's going on here.
We went over to the transporter room and picked up 2 cards. Before the injection, we each slipped one between our wrist and bracelet.
Okay. Now you two make sense. But what about you, Sean?
Well, you probably already know, but I'm a robot. Being injected does nothing to me.
Then...
Every time the time limit approached, I was forced to go into sleep mode. Then my memories from the previous 90 minutes were deleted. I didn't want that to happen, so... You remember me saying I accessed the computer? Well, I hacked my own system too.
Yeah, hacker man.
He said he managed to cancel the force sleep and delete functions.
What about C-Team then?
We couldn't interrupt the surveillance cameras, so we had to be sneaky instead.
first, Carlos pushed me down and climbed on top of me.
No, stop. Stop for just a second, Akane. Moment. I wish I could hack my own brain. I was just gonna say, like, just do it like the ancient Egyptians did and, like, drill a hole into your skull.
What? It was just an act. I was only pretending to do it.
Carlos used that moment to whisper in my ear. He said to go to the transporter room and grab the cards in there.
But if I just let her go like that, it looks suspicious. So Junpei and I stayed behind to get Zero's undivided attention.
Okay.
I casually invited Junpei to the power room. You can see the result of our conversation.
You should have told me what was up.
If I had, then Zero would have figured it out. You look like you'd be a crap actor.
And after that?
We met Akane in the lounge. We hid.
He's not a
from the
crap
cameras.
actor. You've seen him act with the
Each got a
Funyurimpa.
card from her.
Apologize to him.
Sorry, but could I get confirmation on something? Everyone knows what all happened in the other histories, right?
Even you, Mira and Eric?
Would you like me to tell you? First, we need to go to the transporter room. Phi, come with us. Phi, did you know that you were conceived in this pod?
Didn't Eric say so earlier?
It was very
Sean
green.
told us everything.
But wait. Why?
Why what?
Why do we know about the other histories?
Well, that's probably...
You want to know?
Shut up, Rufus. Whoa, he's actually evil.
Q? Or maybe it's actually Zero.
You are free to call me by my given name, which is Delta. There's no need to look so threatening. You were the one who named me, Diana. It doesn't matter. I shall answer your question.
Phi, your brother's an asshole.
Carlos, Akane, Junpei, Diana, Phi, and Sigma. All 6 of you know that you are shifters, correct? Think back on your path to this very moment. Did you arrive in this history by following a normal flow of time? No, of course you didn't. You jumped in from another history using your shift abilities. And it wasn't just this once. You have been shifting back and forth many times. From one point in space-time to another. You boldly took chances. Much like jumping from one tree branch to another.
This is the second time that this actor has played, like, the asshole, like, I almost said anarchist. Antagonistic brother. Asshole antagonistic brother character.
You have
He's very good at it.
forgotten that fact. Perhaps as a result of the medicine. Or as one of the side effects.
Now he just needs a robot.
shifting. Regardless, your memories
robot.
have been kept firmly intact within the morphogenetic field. It is simply that the 6 of you regained the memories of those times. One small trigger, and the levee preventing you from remembering collapsed. Sean is a similar case. However, his thought center is located within the quantum computer, so I suppose it's slightly different from you.
What about me and Mira?
You are both like me, in that we do not have the ability to shift.
You don't?
I have another power instead. The power to mind hack.
Mind hack?
What? Oh, so he is an alien? What?
I am able to read other people's minds. I know the thoughts and ideas that go through their heads. That's why I know exactly what Phi is trying to do right now. Step away from that device, Phi.
Then
It was a very
when
awkward
we blocked
pose.
The injection.
I saw through your ruse.
Then why did you...
I wanted all of you to play the final decision game.
The final decision game?
I find human decisions fascinating. More specifically, the world branching that occurs as a result. I already mentioned that I am unable to shift. But after looking inside millions of minds, I learned one thing. There are people in this world with the ability to jump between histories.
Is that what you're doing right now? Because you keep somehow snapping back to the beginning of the room?
Hence, why I know so much about these parallel worlds.
You did all this? Because you were curious?
When a person does something significant, it's difficult to boil the reason down to one word.
It's still a better motivation than what Hongo had.
Very complex. It is the same now. To fulfill several objectives, it was necessary to trap all of you in here.
So why did you do it?
You want to know? It is so you give birth to Phi and myself, Diana.
So it's just the same thing from 999, like
What do you
fulfilling
mean?
what already happened.
Phi and I are the children of Diana and Sigma.
Phi is...
Wait. They're children?
November 16th, 2029. Phi and I were born in this shelter. This was another history, of course. Shortly after, the atomic data that makes up our bodies was transported to April 1904. The transporter was located in a German research facility at that time. Our bodies reconstructed and regenerated in the export pods at that facility.
But that would mean you're actually...
I'm 124.
You're joking.
But Phi is...
A German researcher sent her to 2008.
But isn't there another old Phi then?
Indicate that she was part of an experiment.
You're saying Phi jumped back in time from 2029 to the year 1904, and then forward again to 2008?
Technically, what was sent both times was simply the data makeup of Phi's body.
I heard that in 2008, the device was being studied in an American facility.
That's when an old couple who were researchers took me in.
We've gone off topic. But yes, that was one of the major goals. Everything that occurred here helped create Phi and myself. And when I say that, I am including all of the other histories. If I hadn't trapped the group of you here, then Phi and I would have never been born in our current forms.
Your current forms?
Sean, you should already know about epigenetics. You see, Environmental factors determine which switches are activated within the genetic code. Reproductive cells are the same. Or perhaps I should say that the reproductive cells are the ones most affected.
Oh, I get it. That's why you made Diana and Sigma play the decision game.
What do you mean?
By backing them into a crisis situation, he caused an epigenetic change within their reproductive cells. I think that's why their children were born with unique powers.
Gold Star. This is the reason I have my mind-hacking abilities. Phi was affected as well. You were born a shifter.
Mind hacker.
DT, do you recall what was written on your wall?
I thought he was about to do like a sick trick shot or something.
Curious hate oozes calamity.
And rearranging the letters gives you...
No way. What you choose can materialize us.
How do you just like figure that out though?
Our decisions will bring you to life.
That is why the decision games were held. So that the Phi and me, here and now, would materialize exactly the way we are.
No, but... Okay, so I get why you had to have Diana and Sigma go through life or death decisions.
And fuck, don't forget about the fucking.
Had nothing to do with...
I already told you. My motives are complex.
What? Wait, there's
My
more?
mind is an enigma. What?
Fuck you, you goddamn old man!
Oh, Phi is the best character in the series now? That's the best thing she's done in the entire series.
It's
Same
over.
for Eric, actually.
You may be right.
What?
Diana, take this. Put it in. Your bluebird, too.
It's ready.
Yeah, why didn't he just, like, use his mind hack on Phi? Prevent her from kicking him in this goddamn face.
Executing Force Quit program. 10 minutes until explosion.
Oh, okay. That's what that does. Good, good, no, good, great.
What?
Oh no!
The hell? What is this?
Hey, answer me! What's with that announcement?
Must I explain? This shelter will soon explode. You've worked so hard, only to turn on this facility's self-destruct mechanism.
Sean, access the central control computer.
It's no use. Once the Force Quit program has been activated, there is no possible way for you to reverse it.
Then what can we do?
I will tell you two good things. First, I suggest checking behind the bar counter.
Oh. No!
Why would you?
Gab.
What?
Gab's been...
Did you kill
What the hell?
Gab?
Yes, with the shotgun you're holding. There wasn't much life left in him anyway.
What? Why?
Monster!
I never expected to hear that coming from you, Sean.
So what's the other thing? You had two things to tell us.
I have the ability to mind hack,
We already know that.
but I've not told you everything about it. Reading other people's thoughts isn't the only thing I can do with mind hacking. it only lasts a moment. But I am able to control someone's body as I wish. Like this.
So he wanted to die. Why does Mira look upset? Oh, because his heart's gone. That's why.
Eric, why?
No, for real, my finger just...
Mind hacking.
Understand now. This is my power. So,
Mind hacking.
Let's begin. Your final decision game. You have two choices. One.
This is...
Stay here and wait to die.
Uh-huh.
The other is... The other...
How is he talking? His lungs should be completely deflated. Like, it went through him.
Hey! What's the other option? What's the other option?
You gotta play ZTD 2 to find out. He mind-hacked his lips and the air. I reconstructed the quantum field. My name, Dr. Strange.
5 minutes until explosion.
Well, what should we do?
What about the X door?
And how exactly should we open it? Unless 6 people die, it's gonna stay closed. Or should we start killing each other now?
Mira?
She's just casually suggesting that.
I have an idea.
Which is?
Why'd he
We're
kill the
going to
dog,
shift,
though?
All of us, together.
Hey, hold on. Like jumping to another history?
But Eric and
I'm sure it will be fine. Remember what I said? Human consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain.
Oh, yeah. You said if certain conditions are met, we can also...
See, it's
What
fine.
are the
It's okay if you die.
First, you need to be exposed to danger. And the other one is...
to be in the vicinity of a group of shifters.
I get it.
We'll resonate, and then Mira and Eric can...
But which history are we going to jump to?
None of the similar histories will work. One team is likely to be dead after the vote.
And we can't shift if there are no bodies for us to jump to, right?
Then we need to jump to where all of us are alive.
When we're all alive.
Do you mean...
Are you kidding me?
The history, where we won the coin toss.
Wait. No. What? No.
3 minutes until explosion.
I'm not sure I get it all, but it's a good idea?
What are you saying?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
There's no
Who cares?
way we could do that.
Why not?
Shift isn't simply jumping into bodies in different histories.
Our consciousnesses swap places. Ours for theirs.
Yeah, we gotta screw him over.
Forcing our other selves into these bodies, and they'll die without knowing why.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that?
What?
Well, they're all living without a care off in another history, yeah? One time, they do the coin toss once and win? Don't you think that's unfair?
Mira, you're saying they, but we're talking about ourselves here.
Well, we should consider if those people really are us.
Good point. If we assume that we here are the true versions, then the us in the other history are essentially strangers.
Even more of a reason not to.
If we shift to that history, then we're tossing the others under the bus to save ourselves.
The us in that history have done nothing wrong. I mean, the only thing they did was win at a coin toss.
You could say the same for us. The only thing we did was lose a coin toss. Even so, we've had to go through so much shit. We've been forced to put our lives on the line.
Besides, aren't the bodies in the other histories ours anyway?
Then why should we second guess ourselves?
Huh.
1 minute until explosion.
We're out of time. I'll say it again. We have two choices. We can stay here and wait for our deaths, or survive by sacrificing our other selves in another history.
So that's what that bastard meant. The final decision game.
Yeah, but can I kill both groups, though? How do I kill both groups? It's not a shift. Let's make the morally correct decision. As Fi said earlier, fuck you, you shitty old man. But, like, if all of this was to get Fi to be born, then what the fuck was the point of killing everyone, then? Like, what's the problem? What a good ending. I'm so confused. Yeah, he's part alien. Hey, thanks for the 8 months, 66666666666. Wait, completed, what? No? Although I do want to look at the global flowchart again as well. Excuse me. I didn't mean to click save. Is there no fucking back button? Because there is... Oh, wait, no, I'm wrong. I thought there was another thing. It'd be really fucked up if that was just, like, the ending, though. Final decision. I thought there was, like, another thing. What a good, true ending. No, really, like, what was the point of killing everyone? There's, like, literally no point. Unless there's more to this, which is what I'm assuming is going on. Time to decide. Second half of the game unlocked. What? Am I supposed to shift back? Oh. It's doing the thing that happened at the end of VLR, where it's gonna jump all over the fucking place. Except it's already been doing that for the entire game.
Damn, I can't remember anything.
Me neither.
Neither can I.
It somehow feels like I made a bet with someone, but...
Someone?
What kind of bet?
Did we all forget what happened?
Hey, could I ask all of you something? Who is this kid?
Find the 4 elemental crystals. Save the world. You must defeat Golbez.
Did we do it?
We're not wearing the bracelets, so I don't know the time, but...
Judging by the position of the sun, it's probably noonish.
And the date?
How would I know?
Hey, Mira. Eric. Do you remember me?
Yeah.
I definitely remember you.
Then we really did.
Must have worked.
Life is unfair, don't you think?
Alright, what's gonna happen now?
Bastard. 17 years ago, a snail traveled down a narrow path.
I'm telling you, it's the immortal snail, man. It's behind
If
everything.
that snail hadn't been there, perhaps all of you here would have lived a completely different life than you did. Just one small snail, and everyone's lives, even the world, changed.
So, what's the big deal? Ugh, would you just quit talking nonsense?
Was the dog gonna have a fucking antimatter bomb attached to him?
Of course we were. You all have shifted in from another history.
Whatever. We gotta call the cops.
And what exactly will that accomplish?
Isn't it obvious? We're throwing you in the slammer.
And my crime?
Murder.
Murder? I see. But I haven't killed anyone. Specifically, in this history, not a single person has died. I strongly doubt the police would listen.
But in the other histories, you...
Did you not pay attention? I don't have the ability to shift. The only reason I know anything of those histories is because I mind-hacked you.
You did wait a minute. No, hold on. No murder, sure, but you did illegally detain them for an undisclosed period of time and threaten them with murder and horrible deaths.
The me you
Pretty sure that's a crime.
is a different person than the one before you. Can I be charged for killing someone in another history?
Not illegal since they volunteered. I don't think being a volunteer waives the right to like not be like you're not supposed to threaten to kill people. But he didn't.
So
yes, he did.
then
No, hold on
I'd
a
say-
second. Hold on a second. Yes, he did. Because in this flowchart, the order of events here is that we make the decision here, and he's like, if you get tails, all of you will, no, 6 of you will have to die. That's a threat.
This world would be full of criminals of all kinds.
What's it called? Menacing? Like it's actually a real crime.
Yeah. I'm betting this history's got a bunch of dangerous machines and gimmicks all over the shelter.
Unfortunately, I have removed them all.
What?
You've slept for quite a while. Nothing is left in the shelter. No
Let's be it.
transporter, no quantum computer.
Never mind, I
Loaded
guess.
into a truck,
No evidence.
Taken away. Sean is able to move right now due to radio signals received from a satellite.
Okay.
What? Aren't you happy? I say again, in this history, not a single person has died. Phi and I exist, and there will never be an outbreak of Radical 6. There is only a bright future ahead for all of us.
But why any of this,
Is
though?
this not what you'd call a happy end?
What did the Radical 6 accomplish?
But according to you, all of mankind will die if time passes and nothing is done.
Religious fanatic. A terrorist attack that sparks a nuclear war.
I heard this story. You said you released Radical 6 so that you could kill that person.
The me before you did not say that, but I can't deny it's true.
Radical 6 won't spread throughout the world in this history.
That means that fanatic guy won't die.
And the entirety of VLR
So
was
now
pointless?
humans will go extinct?
Hey, where's that happy future you mentioned?
Interesting. Does that make you angry, Fi?
What?
If so, then we have a serious contradiction. I had prepared a future in another history where 2 billion would survive. But yet, you decided to jump to this history. That means you chose a future where humanity goes extinct, over 6 billion dead.
No, you're wrong, Delta. Nothing in the future has been determined yet. We'll shape the future with our own hands.
Huh. You said something I can get behind, Carlos.
I think so too.
I agree.
Okay, me too.
Shut up.
Mira.
You shut up too.
You're right. The future has infinite possibilities.
If we work together, we can accomplish anything.
Humanity's gonna die out? Screw that.
We'll definitely change that horrible future.
And then he pulls the giant mech robot out of the ground.
What's so funny?
Just that.
What the hell do you mean?
I'm sure I told you in another history that my motives are complex. Imagine, what if none of you had experienced the events that occurred in the shelter? You're so determined now to change the future. One of the goals of all of this was to get you into that frame of mind. It's all going according to plan, without a single casualty. I created a future where mankind will be saved. Does that upset you? Are you angry that your life was played with? Very well. I will give all of you one last choice.
Shoot Mira.
With that gun there, you will be able to choose whether to kill me now or allow me to leave. I promise I won't use mind hacking on you. You are free to decide. Which shall it be? Pull the trigger or let me go. The fates of you, me, and mankind are all on the line. This is the decision game.
I gotta escape the whole ass desert now? Oh. Carlos was the MC all along. It's a fucking cliffhanger. Don't pull an... It's gonna pull an Inception on me. Quantum trigger pull. Fuck off. No, there's more, right? After this? Well, let me read the chat. Okay, so let me get this straight. Like, all of this was because he wanted to save at least 2 billion people. But, like, we never saw the history where that supposedly happened, right? So do we even know that that's what happens? I don't know. Because with this game and, like, its conclusion, it basically nullified the existence of VLR's world, kind of, didn't it? Because, like, at the end of VLR, they were like, people are fucked anyway, even with, like, only 2 billion of them surviving. Like, everything's collapsed and shitty, and we're on the mood now. If I'm remembering that correctly. Schrodinger's bullet. It fucking cuts out of the credits so they can explain, like, Schrodinger's cat for, like, 20 minutes. We're all friends. Except for Mira, and Eric, and Q. He's not a real person. Kind of. Yeah, but, like, does the VLR timeline... It still exists, right? Like, we didn't nullify its existence, but, like, at the same time, it's like... So they're both bad endings? Either we have VLR's ending, which is bad, and we have ZTD's ending, which is, like, actually worse, I guess? The idea was to move Phi Sigma and Akane through VLR to make this ending real. It was a lot of work just to get them there. If the events of VLR don't happen, how does Sigma know what he knows? Is it paradoxical? I guess. I don't know. I have to close the screenshots that I had open. Is this actually the ending? Because that's... Oh, it's a little unsatisfying. Maybe, like, give me a little bit more here. Like, this is the final Zero Escape game. You can't leave me off with a fucking cliffhanger. Are you kidding me? There's post-game stuff in game files. Oh, it's gonna be one of those. Do I have to pull a one-shot and go digging in my game files now? Some of them are funny. If you can direct me to where those are, if there's a guide for it, that would be helpful. I guess I can look it up after the credits are done. There are some twists in this that I don't know how I feel about. Like, the fact that there was just an old man there the whole time that nobody even decided to mention from anyone's perspective until the very end. I know it hinted at it, but, like, man, that is not what I expected at all. It was interesting, at least. Also, my mind hack. That's... You really? Really? They did mention him, that's true. It was just incredibly heavily implied that Q was the robot kid. And then he's just like, I don't know my name! And then all of a sudden they know his name. You gotta find out about Phi's parents. Are they in the game files? I didn't expect to actually beat the game today. This is... I thought there was a lot more. Like, I think it's, like, How Long to Beat said this was, like, 32 hours long or something. Or 38. It was a lot longer than what I had. Am I just that gamer? Legomorph. Mind hack everyone so they never turn toward him, and it's just a chair barely off camera. That's the explanation, is that he mind hacked them. I can't spoil by chat rules. Oh. Thanks to the support of our fans that this project was completed. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It's still weird to me that this game basically almost didn't even get made. Like, I thought VLR did well. Completed. 22 hours. That's really fast. Is that it? That's everything? That looks like everything. Zero said his ID was unknown. Are you talking about Q? Yeah, but, like, he has the helmet on. Why doesn't he just mind hack the fanatic that sets off the bombs? Because that would be too easy. That's actually the ending of the game? Wait a minute, no, let me... I can check this. Where's the Steam window? I'm missing 2 achievements. What achievements am I missing? Obtain all quest files. What does that mean? That's the only achievement I'm missing. The other one I get after I get this one. Get all achievements. What is obtain all quest files? What am I missing? Oh, you were talking about... Oh, you were replying to chat. Okay. Sometimes I forget that chat can talk to itself and it's not a singular entity. Yeah, no. Okay, so, like, nobody knows who actually set off the bombs. I mean, I know Zero Escape is kind of, like, dead as a series. It could be cool if we got, like, more exposition on that, but I guess that's never happening, because, like, yeah, it seems like it's a dead series, and they're all in on Somnium Files now, which is cool. I like Somnium. Did you solve the second 5 symbols code in the library room? The what? Library. Oh, fuck, what room is that? Wait, hold on. It's a common miss, but it's because it's not required. Who did the library? Is it this team? Is this it? No, that's the Monty Hall problem. Where's the library? Oh, it's Q team, isn't it? Yeah, it's this fucking one, isn't it? The study? Or, wait. The Mexican stand room with Q. This one? That or this is the Somnium timeline now. That's also true, because, like, they showed the spacesuits from VLR in Somnium, like, in the trailer, and I don't understand why. So I don't know what's happening in this series anymore. Maybe Somnium was an introduction to another chapter. This is the one. So I missed something in here? The second 5 symbols code in the library room. Ah! I guess I'll do this real quick. The second password on the chair has a hint that nobody needs. Oh, you know what? That's right. I did do this partially, didn't I? Wait a minute. What's the password? What's the password? I kind of don't want to, like, do the entire... I haven't looked at the file menu in ages. Holy shit. I almost forgot these menus existed. It's been, like, a stream and a half since I've done an escape room. Oh, God, what am I looking at here? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's... Where did that come from? Protagonist P travels down a road until he reaches a 3-way fork. You, the player, shut up. Oh, God, dude, I don't remember. Where? It was so long ago. All of these have dumb names. Wait, we're in the okay, study. Here we are. Note 1. Was it this one? Was it this one? Bullet for C-Team. No, I did that. Note 3. Was it one of these? Just put those over there. Oh, it doesn't have power. Ugh. I do not want to do this entire escape room again. Wait, can I, like, jump to the middle of it? No. Oh, God, why is it? It's always one thing. Wait a minute, no. Flow chart. Fragment. Flagment. Because this is the whole escape room here. Ah, fuck. I gotta do the whole thing again. What was the fucking... The 4 figures are different, wowie. No, I didn't mean to click on that. What was the, Oh, it's here somewhere. Which one is it? Sun card. Birdman card. Caught Betty. The flowchart shows 8 out of 8. It must be something else. Oh. Is that how I check? Wait a minute. Is that how I check? Team select. I didn't realize that there was like a thing that showed everything. Hold on a minute. Flow. 7 out of 7. Oh, that's nifty. 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4. What did I miss? 3 out of 3. Because the game did that thing earlier where it, like, ate my input or whatever. Or not my input, it ate my decision and, like, didn't count it for some reason. 1 out of 1. 5 out of 5. 6 out of 6. This is disorienting. 7 out of 7. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. 9 out of 9. 7 out of 7. 9 hours, 9 cocks, 9 out of 9, 7 out of 7. All of these seem complete. Game's bugged? Game's bugged? Did I miss something? Like, did I miss clicking on something here? I don't think so. Look how calm McConaughey is here on this shot. What am I missing? It doesn't seem like I'm missing anything. It might be the note. I thought the extra hint should count. Okay, so it doesn't count toward that. It'd be cool if I could just, like... Where is it? Here. If I could just, like, skip to the middle. That would be neat. I'm just gonna look up the solution to it. ZTD study walkthrough. I'm not too keen on doing the exact same escape room 2 times in a row. I could just, like, type certain things into the saves and get it over with. So, where's the sun safe? Is that it? I think this is supposed to be exist. Oh, yeah, that's alright. Files also explain where Gab is chilling since there are no 3 wards. I just assumed Gab was in the vent the whole time, like just chilling out in there. Being chilling. I can pull that. I think that gives it power, right? Yeah, okay, that's what I needed to do. See, look, that wasn't so hard. Now I need these passwords. Passwords. I think I do, at least. So it's SO216. Or is that an O or a 0? Is that right? I thought I put in both passwords. I don't know if it actually worked, though. Yeah, I already got this one. What was the other one? J05. I thought this didn't work. J05. 03. Yeah, it gives me an error. Why is it doing that? J-O... Wait a minute. Is it like O0? Is it that kind of nonsense? Yep, that's wrong. It's not just a copy-paste. What's the fucking solution? File... Because this is what I need, but I'm assuming it's, like, I need to do something with it. Max out the needle. That's from the infirmary. Raise the acid. Moon card. Sun card. I couldn't figure it out back then. Hold on, what if I... Use the orange chair. The dolls behind the glass say to move 7 down. Use that information on note 3. Note 3. Didn't I try this and it didn't work? No, not that. 5 down. Oh, there's the fucking answer. 5 down. Wait a minute. It says 7 down, but it means up. It means up. Like with the, it means count up with the numbers. That doesn't make any fucking sense. If it means go down, then you go down. So it goes into a negative. I even said that out loud, I think. Like, you can't do negative numbers in this. I think I remember saying that. What? Oh, I typed it in wrong. It's supposed to be 12. Where's Q? 03. No. 10. It worked. Have a safe trip. Just kidding. Make sure you get whatever's there. So what is this for? This is completely pointless, apparently. It doesn't actually, like, give you anything. That was scary. I almost fell out of the chair. I don't really see a need to have this device, though. Why not just move the books? I know that Zero's super weird, right? So what did you get? What is this? Blueprint. Yeah, that's completely pointless. Like, you can just figure this out on your own. What the hell? Thanks, game. So that... Yep, that did it. That's 100%ed now. That's the game. That's a weird way to end it. So go back to... No, wait, no. Flow. Team select. Huh. That's weird. Alright, well, I guess that's the end of Zero Time Dilemma? What is the... I guess I'm gonna... Can I go back to the menu? I go to the title. I'm gonna hear the clicking noise, the ticking noise. That went a lot faster than I expected it to. That was really short. That was shorter than 999. Huh. What's this hidden files thing? Hold on a minute. Zero Time Dilemma. Hidden files. If you don't plan to come back, do you want to know who raised Phi? What do you mean if I don't plan to come back? Like, I'm done with the game, aren't I? Like, there's nothing else to do. Unless I'm missing something. That's everything. That's almost exactly... Damn it. No, I'm leaving it like that. 22-22-12. The Phi was raised by the Myrmidons. This game has no secret files. They are extremely well hidden. If they are. I'm reading GameFAQs comments out loud. I probably shouldn't be doing that. I'm gonna read something weird. There's no secret ending or anything? That's weird. You can read the files in the cinema section. Post-game stuff, I meant. The cinema section. Oh, you were talking about, like, all those files that I looked at, but I didn't, like, I thought I was getting those, like, as the game was going on. Wait a minute, so... I have to go somewhere in the flow. Let me just... It doesn't matter where. Yes? So I thought you were, like, inferring that they were hidden in, like, I was gonna have to sift through the game files on my File Explorer. This is possibly the worst point to, go to, because there's no actual menu to interact with. Actually, wait, is there?
Time to choose.
Oh, there is. I'm dumb. Guess I'll just look through these, then. So, under the cinema... Oh, these are... Let me go from oldest to newest. Antidote hint. Oh, this is... Wait, when did I get this? This is the answer to another escape room, isn't it? Yeah, I already did that. 6 billion radical deaths. They fix spoiling files by silently unlocking them at the appropriate times without telling you. All right, yeah, I'll just go through all of these then. I do want to see these. Technically, Radical 6 did not kill 6 billion people. The spreading of the virus caused chaos and panic around the world, prompting the explosion of several nuclear reactors. It is those explosions which led to the 6 billion deaths. We already knew that, I think. The central computer of the transporter, that's very helpful. Phi, you were conceived in this pod. The object that was used to be transported in the place, in the input pod, which then reads its composition. That data is sent through space-time to the nucleus. Data from the nucleus is sent to the output pod, where it is read. The object is then recreated inside. The tank contains the materials used for transportation. I think I already saw these earlier ones. Yeah. I didn't read this out loud. No, I didn't see this one. That's a lot of elements. Just fucking, like, slap every single element on the periodic table up there. I don't know what that was referencing to. Video game structure can help explain. Protagonist P travels down a road until he reaches a three-way fork. You, the player, choose the left path, and P ends up abducted by terrorists and holed up in an underground cell forever. Underground. You try a second time by selecting the right path. You avoid the terrorists, but P is hit by a truck and permanently handicapped. Sorry, it's not laughing matter. Getting annoyed, you sigh and go back to choose the last route straight down the middle pie. P comes across a man attacking a girl from an affluent family and fights them off. The girl and P fall in love, get married, and live happily together for forever and ever and ever. Or Persona 5 starts. By this point, the game is mostly over. Oh, you think you're funny? It is this ending that is considered the best end, but is it really? Taking the multiverse theory into consideration, the P who chose the left path, LP, must think, why am I not the P who chose the center path? And instead stuck in this cell. So I haven't been reading this whole stream, I've just been sitting here watching the movie. If there is only one world, then LP's history disappears once P chooses the center path. Some of you may be thinking, then why isn't it just a straight road? It's not that simple. What about what happens when the P who picked the right path gets into an accident, but after extensive rehab, wins a gold medal at the Paralympics? What? He marries a beautiful wife, has several children, and then at the time he's old, there are many grandchildren too. Consider again, if the world is one single path, what about RP's life? Where did his glory go? What happens with his family? If the only one who remains is with the rich wife, then that yeah, I get it. We saw this. So this is probably around the time when I stopped looking at the files then. Parlos. Protagonist P is Keiichi. Oh, wow. Oh, this is interesting. So, wait, what timeline is this referring to? All of them? Maybe it's identical in every single one. I'm not about to construct this in my brain, but that's neat that they give it to you. Oh, wards C, Q, and D being in the same space means that their air ducts in the prep room and the lounge don't lead to other wards. Inside is simply a small space for Gab where he often rests on a rug. That's adorable. Why did he shoot the dog again, by the way? Do you want to RP? Oh, here we go. This is about Miro. 17 years ago, a young mother went jogging in the park. She reached a fork where she usually goes right, but on this day she decided to go left. Why? Because there was a snail on the path. The fucking snail again. No one knows why she avoided the snail. Was she afraid of them, or felt a sense of danger from it? Whatever the case may be, the snail caused her to switch to the left path. As a result, she was killed by a girl. The suspect, who was taken into custody, a Japanese man, was not the culprit. He was falsely convicted and executed, and his wife committed suicide in her grave. The two left young children behind. The convicted man called a taxi before his arrest, but the taxi ended up picking up another fare instead. A brilliant surgeon. However, the car became involved in an accident, killing the surgeon as well as the young boy who was waiting for an operation by the surgeon. Let me guess, that was Sean or something. If that snail hadn't been on the right path 17 years ago, what would have happened? Life is simply unfair, don't you think? It's all the snail's fault. The snail caused the apocalypse. Anagram. I saw that one too. This must be fate. Fate? Diana smiles weakly from the bed at Sigma's question. Don't you remember? You told me that yourself. Me, I never said it. If it really was me, then... Yes, the Sigma who was 67 inside. Diana shifts her frail hand closer to Sigma, and he gently grasps it between his own. Excuse me. The Sigma before her is not the one who was trapped in the shelter. It's the same body, but a different consciousness. On April 13th, 2029, Sigma was at the headquarters of Crash Keys. His eye and arms replaced with robotic ones. There, the young Sigma returns to his body from 45 years in the future and begins to carry out Akane's instructions. How many years has it been since you came here, Diana? A little over 3, I think. I followed you here in May of 2029. The violent coughing fit takes over after she speaks. Sigma helps her to sit up and softly pats her until she subsides. Why didn't the medical pod work? I told you it's fate. Diana's skin is deathly pale, but her eyes still shine with life, just like a child's. I've always dreamt of coming here. Did you know that? Diana is the name of the goddess of the moon. I've wanted to do this ever since I was little, so I'm perfectly fine with dying here. What are you saying? I've been able to spend the last 3 years living with you, Sigma. I have treasured every moment. Sigma lowers his head, his expression pained. Don't make that face. You don't need to be sad. In the year 2074, you will shift back to Christmas 2028, and the next day... Oh. Like snap downward. Old me will head to the decom facility in the Nevada desert and meet you. Diana nods. Sigma closes his eyes and shakes his head. That's not it. I mean, I'm in love with the you. His declaration stops as Diana's lips close over his in a kiss, and the rest of his words are lost. After a moment, Diana murmurs, "It must be a wonderful future, the future where we found each other in 2028. Sigma holds on to her tightly, aching. Heartfelt sobs echo within a cold, silent world. So in the VLR universe, was Diana on the moon? And she, passed away there? I can't pronounce that. A phrase from Ovid. It roughly translates to, both love and luck help the bold. All right. Audentem forsque venisque invat. Uvat. I don't know. I don't speak Italian. A familiar line from VLR translates to applaud, the play is over. Fabula. I got all these Latin phrases out of order. 1, 3, 5. From the Aeneid, it roughly translates to fate, and the dooming gods are deaf to tears. Quantum computer. Computers function by storing data as ones and zeros in binary number format. Quantum computers store data as ones, zeros, and as superpositions of both. Excuse me. This allows them to run multiple computations simultaneously, by performing them not only in our universe, but other universes as well. I don't know if a quantum physicist would say that exactly. Like, the first part's correct, but like everything after that. The robot with the round helmet on his head is named Sean. He has never been called anything other than that by those in the underground shelter. The other Phi. Oh, baby Phi was indeed transported from 1904 to 2008, but a Phi also remained in 1904. This is what I was interested in seeing. Whatever happened to that Phi? Rumor is she became a brilliant scientist and worked at a research facility in the US well into her hundreds. The facility was researching the transporter, and that's where the Phi from 1904 is sent. Phi raised herself? That's weird. The day is bright and clear. A girl in a white dress strolls along the beach, the wind tossing up her long blonde hair playfully. Up until a half a year ago, she had been confined to a bed. Carlos's eyes still tear up every time he sees her smile. I hate how it cuts it off like that. Come on, Carlos. You don't always have to help me. That's the point of my rehab. Imagine raising yourself. Oh, you're right. Sorry, Maria. Carlos brushes her hair out of her face. It's definitely not the summer sun that's making him act out of sorts. It's the fact that his sister is here, standing before him. Maria grins up at him. What would Akane and Junpei say if they saw you being all fussy like this? Post-payoff Carlos. Post-payoff? Wait, when is this happening? It's fine. They understand how important you are to me. Both you and Junpei put your lives on the line. That was a different history. But going through that means we know how to treat Reverie Syndrome. I can't believe we have the ability to jump through space-time. I'm just glad you're able to control it now. It's all because Carlos met Akane and Junpei that Maria was able to recover. He wishes he could show them just how well she was doing. Oh, it's actually like giving me... That's a lot. You're thinking about them right now, aren't you, Carlos? What makes you say that? Because you're smiling. Carlos closes his eyes, and as his unconscious smile turns fond, I can't read. They're just about your age. It kind of feels like I gained a brother and another sister. You are going to their wedding, aren't you? So, wait, okay. I mean, I guess Phi is technically an adult now, but, like, how old is Phi? She's, like, I don't know. Like, she's not much younger than Sigma. It's weird, because, like, Sigma's and Diane, parents of Phi, but, like, they're almost the same age. But there's something Carlos needs to do first. Back when the three of them parted ways. I mean, she was raised by herself, I guess. It's weird. I'll be waiting to hear word from you when you locate that terrorist. I keep trying to middle-click and drag. It's not a browser. Carlos held his right hand out toward Akane and Junpei, and the other two grabbed onto it with their own. There was no way of knowing if Delta was telling the truth. Hiccup, excuse me. But if he was, one fanatic would kill off all of humanity. Akane and Junpei vowed to find this person, and Carlos offered to help. He can still feel the strong bond between the three of them. Their hands clasped together tightly. I suppose I better get used to talking more before the wedding, huh? Holding her hair out of her face, Maria reaches out to her brother, who takes her hand in his, and they continue walking down the beach. The same blue sky above them stretches over friends Carlos knows he can rely on. Remember the time that Akane tried to murder you with a chainsaw in the other history, Carlos? Wasn't that funny? Junpei sits upon a white sofa, somewhere within the secret location of Crash Keys, twiddling a pen and sighing. What else should I say? Laying on the table in front of him is a half-written letter. Suddenly, Akane pops up behind him. What are you doing, Junpei? She playfully teases. Gah. Junpei dives for the letter, but she snatches it from his fingers and begins reading. Let's see. Carlos, without you, Akane and I would have never gotten together. Oh, good ending? Is this an invitation to the wedding? Most definitely not. He makes a grab for the paper, but Akane quickly moves it out of his reach. I guess, like, he just forgot about the whole, like, Akane did the second nonary game thing. I mean, maybe he forgives. I don't know. It's just a progress report, Junpei mutters. Okay, yeah, I mentioned the wedding, but the date hasn't been set yet. My glasses keep falling off of my face. I made a promise to you and your brother. We wouldn't get married until we've dealt with the fanatic. Akane's face flushes bright red. Yef moment. She hastily hides her face behind the letter and goes back to reading. I'd like nothing more than to get the approval and blessings of our old friends and those of you we met 6 months ago. Eyes wide, Akane glances up at Junpei. He avoids her gaze, awkwardly scratching the back of his head. Yeah. I mean, better ending for Junpei, I guess, instead of like, well, what happens to Quark then? Does Quark even become into existence in this time? I guess not. Fuck you, Quark. You know, there's a history where I keep searching for you. Even after finishing VLR, he still is not allowed to exist. Even after I'm old and craggly, it still exists out there somewhere. And when I think of that, a sharp pain jolts through Junpei's face. Akane is pinching his cheek. That hurts! What are you doing? True end achieved. Quark was eliminated? Can we get like a Back to the Future like game where Quark is like Marty? Let's do that. And then he can erase this history and thus make Zero Time Dilemma also not exist. Well, in this timeline, it's confused. Look, the title was accurate. Put the timeline in the blender. To prove to you that this isn't a dream, Akane giggles. Oh, you still can't believe we're together like this. Junpei shakes his head. You've changed a lot, Junpei. A half a year ago, you were never this honest. It's like... How do I want to describe it? Like a dream? Huh? Junpei leans in and quickly pinches Akane. Oh, now you've done it. She darts forward and places her hand on the dead, thus activating the bombs in their stomach. She darts forward and goes after Junpei with both hands, getting in a pinch whenever she can. And Junpei does the same. Once they start laughing, it's very hard to stop. Suddenly, the ship starts sinking, and they keep going until they're out of breath. I guess this is all thanks to Carlos, too. That's why I'm writing that thank you letter. On Akane's left hand, a ring glitters on her ring finger. On her right, the bracelet. This script is sus. I need to grease this boomer again. It's so squeaky. Hey, Mira, how are you feeling? Are you lonely? Oh, I don't want to read this. Come on, Eric. You visited last week. Eric smiles wryly and reaches out to Mira with his left hand. Mira does the same, and their hands with matching silver rings align on either side of the plexiglass window. Please tell me that they kill each other. That would be the best ending for these two. I'm out of water. I just went to take a drink. I'm out of water, apparently. Okay. Alright. I brought a new guest to see you today, Eric. Shifts to the side, and head pops out into view. Hi, Mira. Long time no see. It's Sean, right? What? I'm happy you remembered. Behind Mira, the sun is shining through an iron-barred window, lighting up the visitor room. It was even better. Wow, they made the ending good. It's a good ending. It's been a long time, Sean. It's good to see you. That smile that appears on her face is real. Mira no longer needs to plaster a fake one. I don't think that's how you, like, get over something like that. I don't think you can just, like... When I heard you turned yourself in, I was really surprised. Eric was the one who convinced me. He said I should pay for my sins so we could be together. Right. So that's why you got married in jail. Eric ducks his head shyly. Are you sure you're okay with this? Mira asks. He looks at her in confusion. They had to... There's 3 of these? Wait, where's... No, where's post-payout? Where's post-game Sigma, Phi, and Di? I want to know about them. Don't you regret marrying me? I did carve your heart out in another history. Isn't that what you said, Sean? Yeah, you did. It all comes down to Q-Team in the end. God damn it. Eric looks Mira straight in the eye. I've already told you this a bunch of times. I forgive you. No matter what happens, besides, you haven't killed me in this history yet, right? Already read those? I did? Wait. Where? Oh, just post-apocalypse? Oh, I guess you're right. Wow. It goes to show you how, like, actually terrible my memory is. It really didn't give me a lot, though, did it? It kind of, like, was just... But, like, what happened to Phi? We don't get any, like, future notice on Phi? Don't you regret marrying me? Yeah, you did. Eric looks Mira straight in the eye. I've already told you a bunch of times I forgive you, no matter what happens besides. You haven't killed me in this history yet, right? I already read that. Mira's lips twist wryly. Why are they the last ones? Quark actually mind-hacking Delta across space-time in an attempt to release the Radical Six, making it so Akane is forced to go to the moon. So Junpei becomes Tenmyoji and adopts him so they can get a root beer float. Maybe Phi will transport herself and raise herself again. IDK. Infinite loop of Phis. The Heart Rippers killed people already. So many. Sean, stop it. Eric turns angrily on Sean. Even, like, in the post-game, in the notes, Eric is, like, getting pissed off at, not Q, Sean. Eric turns angrily on Sean, and Mira's face falls into a frown. But Sean continues speaking. You turned yourself in, Mira, but that doesn't mean you've paid for all the crimes you did. I doubt the family and friends that were left behind would forgive you, even if you were put on death row. Sean's based? There's no way you can clear your sins here. Mira grits her teeth. But there is a way to clear them. Well, not what you've already done, technically. You'll have to pay for those your whole life. That'll never change. But maybe you can in another universe. Just like in Zero Time Dilemma. Eric is the one to leave the lasting impression. Gotta fucking... Suddenly, Sean's fist crashes through the plexiglass window. What? Mira jumps backward while Eric is frozen in shock. What are you... Eric can't even finish speaking before Sean moves. Jumping through the broken window, he kicks the outside wall of the visitor room, causing it to crumble and reveal a giant hole. I'm sorry, is he breaking them out of prison? An alarm immediately starts blaring, and the police officers rush into the room, but Sean darts forward and takes them all down in the blink of an eye. What the fuck? He holds his hands out to Mira. Let's go. I know where the transporter is being stored. You're gonna transport the serial killer to other realities so she can, quote, fix her mistakes? I'm sure that'll go really well. You're saying we should go change history? Eric finally stutters. Sean nods to stop young Mira from committing murder. Oh, okay, why is he breaking them out that way? I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can clear your sins. Mira stares out through the hole in the wall at the horizons extending beyond. Horizon, there's not multiple. Why would they? That's dumb. Why would they break her out of prison? Just, like, go do it with Eric instead. Whatever. 8 different iterations of Sigma across space-time, where he goes, no swimsuit, to his daughter. It's weird, right? Like, it's a little weird. Okay, now I will save again. The 2222 is dead, sorry. 24535. Alright, that's satisfying enough. I guess, that's it? Yeah. Why did the last thing on the list have to be Q-Team? God, I should have read it from top to bottom instead of from bottom to top. Fuck! God, that was so short compared to the other ones. Hold on a minute. No, not hidden files. Google. I just, like, want to see what other people's, like, times for this game are. Oh, maybe I was looking at something else. Yeah, no, 21 hours is the average completion time and 22 for completionists. Maybe I was looking at VLR. No, VLR took, like, 60 hours. I don't know. That's the end of Zero Escape. There's nothing left to do. Does this mean I have to start playing Danganronpa now? Oh no. I don't know if I'm ready. I've been putting off Danganronpa for so many... I'm not ready for that. Are you kidding me? No. Quit. Oh no. I finished one, like, absolute, like, insane thing just to go on to one that's probably even more confusing. Alright, well, if you're on the VOD, thanks for sticking with me in this. I didn't expect to finish this today. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna stop the recording now. I'll see you later. Somnium 2 comes out in, like, September? Is that... Actually, before I go, when does Somnium 2 come out? Somnium scan activate. Oh. No, it's June 24th. Let's see what they're doing. Oh, no, 3 months? Okay, I'm not starting Danganronpa then. I was gonna say, like, if I have to, like, wait, like, till September, I'm probably gonna start Danganronpa or something in the meantime. But no, it's 3 months away. I thought it was till September. What made me think September? I don't know. My brain's generating memories. I'm accessing the field. Different realities where different things happen. Anyway. Yeffer's prepared for 169 hours of despair. Wait, how long is Danganronpa? You're shitting, right? You're shitting around. 45 hours for completionist, 25 for main story. Oh god, it's one of those. Oh boy, alright. And you know I'm gonna go for completionist because I have 0 self-control. Anyway, now I'm gonna stop the recording. That's Zero Time Dilemma. It was something. I still think VLR is probably, like, my favorite when it comes to the escape rooms in the series. And story-wise, I still think 999 kind of, like, hits the nail on the head pretty well. ZTD just, like, was all over the fucking place. But it's still good. It's just very short. Anyway, I'll see you next time with Somnium 2. Bye-bye. Yef moment. Do I have a yef? Where did I put the yef? I know you're here. My fucking hard drive is spinning up. I'm trying to do a shit post and my hard drive is spinning up. Are you kidding me? I want to end the recording. Give me yef. Spinning up, spinning up, spinning up. There you fucking go. Oh, God, I hate this computer. I need to have it at the ready. Here you go. And don't forget about Zero Time Dilemma. Here's a live... I said Zero Time... Don't forget about VLR. Here's a live photo from VLR. Anyway, bye.